Derek, congratulations on a dominant victory tonight. The win streak stays alive. So, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I was a little upset that I didn't get to finish. I thought my ground and pound and get it done. He was pretty crafty on bottom, holding my wrist, holding my hands and stuff like that. So we got the win. On to the next.
Yeah. I know, like you said, you'd like to finish, everybody would, but do you kind of take pride in this one? It was a disciplined fight, right? You had to stay disciplined, not buy into what he's doing, stay focused, and you did all that, which has been a huge criticism over the years. So even though maybe you didn't get the result that you wanted, is there something kind of satisfying about this one?
Yeah, you can always add to a win. If he caught me in the first round. If I would have, gave in at that moment, then, there wouldn't have been any learning from that. It would have been, just upset, humiliated. He would have been talking trash for a whole year just off this fight. So, to go out there, get the win, shut him up, it feels good too.
You said you got that. You got rocked in the first. You kind of had to put your hand on the ground and stand back up. Was there like a mental check, like I've got to gut through this, or how hurt were you?
No, I wasn't too hurt. He just caught me with a good one. I was a little off balance, but I knew where I was at. I was able to clinch him up. And it's funny, every time I grab a guy's leg and go for my high leg, guys like to punch from there. So that's an opportunity to sweep their leg out. But at the same time, I got to be mindful in that position also.
He didn't spend a lot of time on his feet, but were there any other spots that you did? It seemed like he landed a couple decent shots here and there. Did he hurt you at any other point in the fight?
No, it didn't really hurt me. He was pretty fast. I was kind of expecting that. I could see him going down to 70. These guys that are smaller, they're kind of tricky. They're quicker, rather than these, big guys like somebody like Costa. He's kind of blown up. But I wouldn't expect he wouldn't be as fast as the guy I just fought. So, yeah, kind of what I expected. Just thought he'd get off a little bit more on his feet and be a little bit harder to take down.
Yeah. Clearly, you had to not engage in his trash talk and just his entertainment talk. I know he's like, can't we talk now or whatever. Was there any point at all that he said something that did kind of make you laugh on the inside or that kind of entertained you, but you're like, keep a straight face?
Nah, listen, Hollins, come on, man. You got to do better than that. That was pretty stupid. Work to get out of positions. You're talking the whole time. And, funny, I was going to talk back to him during the fight, but I'm like, this guy's just stupid. He's just standing. He's just laying here talking, not improving position. So I just let him, I didn't want to break his rhythm. Just let him keep doing his thing, so.
Yeah. It was kind of wild, in between rounds 1 and 2. He spent the entire between round talking to Khabib. Could you hear that? And did you see that? Did you take any disrespect by it, that he's busy talking to Khabib?
Nah, that's the thing. Is I think he'll learn from this. You got to be a little bit more focused in the fight. He was in shape. I was in shape. So, he want to entertain between rounds. But, the fight game is good to have fun. But you probably should be a little bit more focused in the fight because I was looking for my moments to really put some good punches on him and get him out of there.
Yeah. Are you worried at all that people are going to walk away from this fight only saying, Kevin Holland just gave that away and not Brunson came in and won the fight?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. He was supposed to come out here and do what he's supposed to be doing. He knocked Jacare out in devastating fashion. He was getting all these bonuses, finishing guys, and he only really had about, one good moment in the fight, So I came out here and did what I needed to do. I want to finish fights and impress more. My ground and pound needs to improve, and I'm going to work on that. So if I take a guy down, I'm going to look to finish the fight.
I didn't get to see your post-fight interview, but it sounded like Paulo Costa was the fight that you won next. Why is that the fight that you think makes the most sense?
I can't say I was really too excited about this fight. I was asking for guys like Costa. I was cool with a Robert Whittaker rematch. I want one of these top guys that's really going to elevate me, So this was a fight where I had to hold serve, I want a guy that, really going to elevate me so I can really get excited for it and really feel like, this is the fight for me. I really need to put it down, so.
That'd be a big one. Last thing for me, what are the plans? Are you wanting to book something quickly? Do you need some time off? What's ideal for you, and what's just the plan moving forward?
I got a little cut, so I'm going to take some time, let it heal. But, yeah, I want to get back in there in a couple months, get a fight going. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Derek, to your right. I talked to Dana after the fight, who was pretty pissed. I don't know if you saw him leave. And he said he thought that Kevin had a mental breakdown, and he compared it to Oliver McCall against Lennox Lewis back in 1997. Do you feel that there was any way that was a mental breakdown on his part, that the pressure got to him of being in the main event and that he kind of reacted the way he did because of that?
Nah, he just couldn't stop the takedowns. It's funny, he kept presenting his hips, Every time he's kind of a guy who's very explosive, like to run in, but he's long, so he kind of get away with it at times. So he kept presenting his hips, and he was there for the taking down. Dana White's one of these guys, he'll be upset with you. I'll come out the next fight, knock a guy out, and he'll be happy again. So it's all good. I went Shabazian and finished the kid last fight, and I didn't get too much, I didn't get a bonus for that fight, main event. Finished them. Nobody was too pleased with that. So it is what it is. I come out here and fight. Every fight can't be pretty, but I've been here for a long time. This division was kind of built on my back, me with these crazy fights. So it is what it is.
The other thing is, Dana, the comment Dana made, I wanted to get your reaction to. He said that he didn't do you any favors by doing what he did because it kind of took away from you. And do you feel like that whole onslaught that he was doing, kind of put the focus there as opposed to, kind of you getting the chance to get the shine?
Hell to the nah. That's what Kevin Holland do. He talked the whole time. So anybody could change the narrative. It was kind of like whenever I fought Shabazian, this guy's knocking people out. Brad Tavares is a very good fighter, and Shabazian knocked him out pretty good, And every time, when I get in a fight and I go out here and finish, I can finish a guy with the craziest knockout and won't get a bonus, won't get acknowledgement. It's fine. I'm just keep chipping away, and ultimately, I'm going to go out here and get excited about these matches and look to get a finish. I'm going to keep improving, so it is what it is.